this business too, it was great. I wanted to help people who are looking to upgrade their rigs or get into sim racing for the first time, like myself. Like, why isn't there a tool that helps people simplify their search? That instead of using a spreadsheet, has a tool that adds can help me build in front of me all the components that are out there. One database has all the parts out there and reviews and comparison tools and all that, right? So that was a big part, but the other part was, well, now I have this cool rig and I want to show it off to people, right? Like, yeah, there's Instagram.
This episode is brought to you by Trophy AI, the ultimate performance coach tool for sim racers. Hello and welcome to the Chicane Podcast, where we discuss all things in the sim racing world. I'm your host, Jason Rivera, and I'm joined here by Mr. Eric Kelly, Jeff Smart, and Ian Stroman from Ready Set Sim. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How about y'all?
Dude, I'm still riding high from talking to Nimcross. That was freaking awesome.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
welcome
crazy,
back,
man.
Ian. How's it going, brother?
Good to be here. Thanks again, guys, for having me back.
Welcome to the studio, dude. Good to see you again.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. I tell you, I'll piggyback off Jeff's comment here. Literally after the episode aired, we found out about some things went down at the Spa 24, and internet's kind of blowing up right now with all that. But
and I'm sure Nim is quite busy.
yeah, Nim, I forwarded him the video, and he was like, "Dude, I already knew about this like hours ago. You were good." And I was like, "Okay, I'm pretty sure." I mean, they get 1,000 incidents per day. So
I'm sure they got,
which is crazy,
2,000 that day, and 1,000 of them were Spa from what we're talking about.
I know, and Jeff.
It sucks for everybody involved.
Jeff sends me this video, and it's like 30 minutes long, and it's like, dude, I'm trying to go to sleep. And then I start watching that guy's video. Then Will from Boosted Media posts a video, and I watch his video, and it's like, next thing you know, I'm like all night just researching what happened. So it's kind of crazy. But
yeah.
And then some of their sponsors today released a statement, and then of course one of them's like, "Oh, somebody was logged in under my account, the standard,"
which is again,
like, come on, just
the terms of service anyway. I mean,
agreed. So
yeah,
I'm sure
my account got hacked or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the standard crap nowadays.
I know. Please don't hack us. Oh.
But hey, good to have you, buddy. Looking forward to today's discussion.
Yeah. All right, gents. Just Ian. Always welcome here, bro. Loved having you the last time. I'm excited to reveal an announcement that it's on Instagram right now. But I'm a new RSS ambassador. I'm so honored.
Well deserved. Good for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Super honored to be to wear the RSS logo on my chest whenever that gets here. You know.
What's your address? Let me write it down right now. Why don't you tell us
yeah, you got a dude that will represent your organization, your company. Excellent.
100%.
We're glad to have you, Jason. You represent what we think sim racing should be and sim racers should be. And we believe in what you guys are doing here and what you're doing. So we're excited to have you as part of our RSS team. And I think you're going to be a fantastic ambassador for us. I'm
super excited to produce more content under the Track Go Sim Racing brand. And I'm nervous. Happy, excited. So it's all mixed in. And I'm happy. It's awesome because I love what you're doing with the industry as well, and what you're building, and which, brings me back to why we're all here today. But before we get started with the goodness, we need to cover today's Simdustry news update, and that's going to go over to Mr. Kelly. So, Mr. Kelly, what we got this week, man?
So this week we have a new little update. There's a little game called LMU that you guys might know.
Come on, man, little.
Yeah,
we do cover other games besides iRacing.
Yeah, yes, it's not iRacing, but they are making news. So when this episode releases, the 1.0 version of LMU should be dropping. So they should be releasing their like full release game. and just kind of some updates that'll be along with it. They announced some of them before. Just kind of want to do like a little quick recap of those. So they'll be releasing version 1 on July 22nd, and they'll have some updates to the game. There'll also be some free content, such as the Aston Martin Valkyrie. It is an AMR LMH, and the Mercedes AMG LM GT3 cars, along with the 2025 real world season liveries. They also have a little bonus for owners of the BMW M4 LM GT3. They'll also get the facelifted Evo spec as well for free. And then they just have some, quality of life updates as well. So user interface tweaks, some easier navigation of seasons, which actually comes as a direct response to their last update. They made some more changes based on some feedback from that. So that's good to hear as well. And then, of course, you got bug fixes and things like that. And, of course, the kind of ever-evolving DLC, they'll be releasing some more of that. But, yeah, next week is going to be nice in the world of sim racing. If you're an LMU fan, it's y'all time to shine.
That's it, man. I can't wait to see what this version 1.0 is. Its UIs is still a little clunky, but the sim itself, functions. So I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I am too. Especially with them. I know a big feature of the last release was the driver swaps, and so I think that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see that in action.
Awesome. Yeah. And I also believe we have a second Simdustry news update that we would love to share with our very own Ian from RSS. The floor is yours, sir. Go ahead. And
while we're here, Ready Set Sim is on this podcast for the Ready Set Sim Simdustry update. I thought I'd share a little bit from my perspective on some updates in the sim industry. I don't know if you guys know about this, but last week, one of the biggest car festivals, car shows, automotive sport experiences in the world happened in the South England, near Chichester in West Sussex, called Goodwood Festival of Speed.
Goodwood.
Goodwood Festival of Speed. Goodwood is like the track in the area. They have an auto complex, and they have like an airport there. And they also host different events, but this is the big showcase one, Goodwood Festival of Speed. And I'll share my screen here, some B-roll.
Oh yeah, let's see.
We talk about it.
So wait a minute, you were just incredible. There. That's kind of crazy.
I got back 2 days ago. So I'm still in UK time.
Dude, this guy is in Japan. He's in the US. He's in Europe. Like,
all over,
he's a busy guy.
back here now. I mean, there was thousands and thousands of people. I've been to a lot of these festivals before. Something like this.
This is nice.
What I saw here was just absurd. And if you're a true automotive sports fans or car fan here, like every F1 team was there. They were celebrating the F175 there. From the original F1 cars to the new F1 cars, the Ferrari we're looking at right now. I was there with Alpine. We sponsor Alpine and their F1 sim racing team. So I was in their area. But what I really wanted to focus on was a lot of their the sim racing that was going on at Goodwood. And it was absurd actually how much of the different brands and companies had simulators there. So that was the Alpine. We're looking at the Haas and their setups there. As you go through it, I mean, I could list them all: BMW, McLaren, Red Bull, Williams, Renault, WRC had their own sim setup there. So literally everybody had sim setups. I think what people are realizing is that like this is the future of how we're going to get people into sim or into the brands or into their sport is going to be through. Is going to be through
this
sim
is
racing.
amazing.
And actually, like, great. I love watching these BMWs and
and
drive BMWs, but now I can actually do that. So it was pretty cool to see all that, and actually at the BMW booth, the community manager for Le Mans Ultimate was there, David. So I got to connect with him a little bit, and he said some big things are coming up here. But I mean, a lot of these big players were there. So it was cool. Goodwood Festival of Speed was a phenomenal showcase of all things automotive sports, cars, the future of the next supercars, to just the next SUVs coming out. It was pretty incredible. And so I recommend, if anyone's an automotive sports fans or a car fan, at one point in their life they get out to this festival. One of the people we got to talk to, I got to talk to, was one of the Alpine F1 drivers, Paul Aaron. So he's on the right here. So we got to talk to him a little bit about why he likes to sim race, and we'll have an interview coming out with him in a little bit. But he talks about how, his most important thing for him in sim racing and why he loves it so much, which I never would have guessed, was forecasting the wind and how the wind is going to impact him in his races. So he's like, yeah, we get to know like a week ahead of time what the wind's going to look like. So I'll get into iRacing in our sims and we'll simulate the wind, and that changes everything for us in the preparation. So it just goes to show how realistic these sims are getting, and how serious the F1 drivers are taking sim racing. So
this is amazing.
On totally different things.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. It's 4 days. I was only there for 3 days because it was so much. But anybody and everybody was there. A lot of sim racers were there. Sebastian was there from Red Bull, and Jimmy Broadbent was there. I didn't get to run into these guys, and I saw quite a bit of other big sim racers were out there too, and content creators. So just Ian, an overall great event. Really enjoyed it, and again, recommend anyone else can make it out there.
To your point about, if you played your cards right, you could go to Silverstone if they, line up next year one weekend, and then the next weekend go over there, a couple hours away, I imagine.
Well, let me tell you this, Jeff. I talked to my wife about this today. I said, next year, this is our plan. Silverstone, a week later, it's Goodwood. A week, and that same weekend, it's Wimbledon, and a week later, it's the British Open for golf. You can get the 4 biggest events
you're
in
right.
the world.
Oh, wow. You're right.
All in like a 2.5 week span out in the UK. So that might be our trip next year.
Bro, that's the trip of a lifetime. The ultimate trifecta right there.
That's the killer. That's the wow.
I forgot about that. The British.
I don't know how you can top that. Is golf, sim racing, F1, like all in the same.
I'm not even a tennis fan, but I think just to go to Wimbledon obviously is a cool thing.
But like those are some of the top events in each of their, categories or sports, I guess is the best way to say it.
Easily.
That's rad.
For the region, right? Yeah, 100%.
One more update. I wanted to bring this up with you guys too, and for all your listeners and viewers, to make sure everybody knows, we are also in partnership with Alpine, running probably one of the bigger giveaways of the year for sim racing. We're giving away $5,000 worth of sim racing equipment this year.
You said $5,000.
Do tell.
Yeah, I was just saying, tell me more. You piqued my interest.
So the only requirement is that you have, first you have to go to register on our website, readysetsim.com/giveaway. And then the catch is you build your own sim using our sim rig builder, and then you share it on social media on your Instagram, and you win. The winner gets whatever they built. The only requirement you have to have is you have to use the track racer Alpine TRX cockpit as a sponsor with Alpine, but then the $4,000 is up for grabs in whatever you want to do. So we are running that. It goes till July 27th, free to enter. All the rules are on our page, readysetsim.com/giveaway. And we've had a lot of entries so far, but I think there's still a high chance of winners, of a winner we could get out there. So want to invite all your users and listeners, and you guys too are more than welcome to jump on in.
Guys, what are you waiting for? It's
I got a window open right now.
A few clicks. And we kind of spilled the beans just a tad bit, but we are definitely here to talk about this new and improved. Well, I wouldn't say improved. It's revolutionary what you're doing there, Ian. So I'm excited to get that going and, potentially do a live build here on the show. I mean, and as soon as the cameras go off, I will be putting in for the giveaway. And I will also leave all the instructions provided here on the YouTube and, across the different platforms that we're on, in addition to the instructions on the RSS website. So without further ado, that's a hell of an update. I think it's kind of cool how LMU is going to have their big release next week. And then you just met Ian, you just were talking to the actual team over there, which is kind of worked out.
Dope.
None of that was planned. I promise that was straight up natural here. And dude, the event looks way better than when we were chatting about it. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'm at this car event in
like
Southern
it's
England."
cars and coffee.
Yeah, like it's not. I know. It's like, oh, yeah.
Little local.
Cars and teas.
The picture in my head was just the track and a few cars maybe burning out or speeding away or something. But this is way better than.
It was like
it's
the
the
Kentucky
biggest
Derby of cars, because everyone, they come in, they have their women have the tall high hats, guys walking around in their suits, people are coming in on helicopters. Like when I'm walking by, in the burning heat, sweating and walking a quarter mile there, you got choppers flying by me. You got like the Prince of Wales coming out. It looks like almost like it's pretty intense.
No way.
And so
what am I doing wrong with my life?
Yeah,
I know, right?
Tickets sold out. So I had to get in as I was a partner.
I'm doing something really wrong, Ian.
They sold out
must
of
be,
like a
I must be doing something
festival?
really wrong.
Yeah,
I don't have a chopper, man. I need a chopper.
Yeah, it was.
Got to upgrade.
It was an event of a lifetime, and I think I'd like to go back for sure. I think it's the newest. Again, if you're not a motorsports fan, I think it's a must do on your list. So.
Definitely, that's one of them. And shout out to Danny Newman Racing. So this will be a perfect excuse to drive down to where he's from and pay him a visit and
enjoy some beans and toast.
Beans and toast, and drag him back
go.
up north or south, wherever the GPS says we're going. So without further ado, you kind of mentioned it already, but we'll go ahead with the questions that we have here. So, Ian, welcome back to the show. Thanks again for making the time out of your extremely busy work schedule. You're having the time of your life with work as well, which I'm very, it's a good feeling, right? Same thing, Nimcross, right? Nimcross was talking about how much, how involved he is with the community, but then it's something that they love to do, and you're one of those personas that are following the same trends that you're doing. It's work, but then it's actually something that you love to do. So as a follow-up to the last time that you were here, what's new with Ready Set Sim?
A lot's been new, and from our last conversation, was it probably 2 months ago now, we made a lot of improvements to our sim rig builder, kind of our key piece that we talked about last time, and including adding the feature of what's compatible with SimHub. So that was a big plus.
Oh, you did?
Mentioned.
Oh,
yeah, we
wow.
added that, I think, like 4 days after we met. So I don't know if you guys have checked, but SimHub is on there.
He was writing the stuff down, I think. He was jotting it down.
which is one of many updates, right? We've added a lot of UI improvements, but the whole time it's been kind of in the back of my head. And really when I started this business too, it was great. I wanted to help people who are looking to upgrade their rigs or get into sim racing for the first time, like myself. Like, why isn't there a tool that helps people simplify their search, that instead of using a spreadsheet has a tool that adds can help me build in front of me all the components that are out there. One database has all the parts out there and reviews and comparison tools and all that, right? So that was a big part, but the other part was, well, now I have this cool rig and I want to show it off to people, right? Like, yeah, there's Instagram, there's social media, there's Reddit, and the Facebook pages, which are awesome. But I'm like, why? There's got to be a better way to showcase this rig. And then now, if I want to like see someone else's rig, I want to look for someone else who has a SimiQ 2 Pro wheel with an ASR cockpit and maybe a Moza wheels, right? A really random setup, but you can't do that. And so I'm like, well, we have the database for that right now. Like, why don't we do something like that, right? I think that's what the sim industry is missing. The Simdustry is missing, as I like to say, is kind of this online profile and showcasing for your rig. So my CTO, Jack, and I got together and like, can we do this? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. I think this is what this next step in this evolvement of Ready Set Sim and this new era for sim racing, what we want to do with. And so that's when we decided to call and create this new product called MySim. And that is exactly that. I get to showcase MySim. We launched it a little bit ago, and I think we're ready to announce it publicly to the world. Like, hey, everybody, this is here, and this is we believe the future of the community of sim racing in the new era that comes with it. So,
100%. Yes.
Love to kind of walk it through with you guys and see what you guys think on it.
Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, brother. So who's gonna? I think we have. Can you walk us through some of the features before we do a live build? That way we kind of know what we're getting ourselves into beforehand, and then we can go ahead and start opening up and building and walking through and showing us how to do it.
Should I show everybody here what I'm looking at?
Yes.
All right, we got let's see here. So we're opening up MySim right now. So I think that we see a couple, two really key features of it. It's one, showcasing your own rig, but then it's also like I want to browse through other people's rigs. So we have
the money value. That's awesome.
We have a few of our friends and other content creators who have put their rigs in here as we first launched our product. But that's kind of the big thing people are going to see when they come to the MySim here in the left-hand side of the pages. You're going to see a lot of rigs on there. You're going to see some people who have a $35,000 rig, like
Mikey.
Shout
out to Sim Racing Den.
Killing it.
And then you also see next to him Cam Eben, who is a top iRacer in the world. We sponsor him, and he's an actual racer, races Mazdas. He just won the iRacing Mazda, the Spec MX-5 season, and the season 2 of iRacing, right? He's like a 10,000 I rating. We have him with the $500
10,000.
Shout out to Logitech.
This guy, he's the best in the world. If you look at anything, he's top rated in. He's number 1 in Formula, and he was number 2 or 3 for a little bit in road, but he kind of goes back and forth with a couple guys in North America. So top iRacer in the world, but look what he races with. Yeah, man. Which is why I love this, because I always I'm iRacing. I get cut off by a guy. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this guy driving within his sim set? I always want to look at what he's driving. Well, now we have the ability to do that. And if I see this guy racing with a notebook under his Logitech,
you took the words out of my mouth.
The comment.
The comment is just perfect.
Best use case for nothing.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
It's just an example of it. Is we were doing these league events too, where people were like, we had this rig rundown where I tell these guys, send me a picture of your rig. I want to put it on there so we could see what your people are driving, which no one's ever done before. And I'm like, this is so cool. Like, why are we not showing off these awesome rigs that people have? And it doesn't have to be a a full setup. Like, we love looking at these setups. Like, this is what the majority of people do, but this is what we wanted to see. So the big feature is filtering through it. We can sort by, popular, by likes. We can sort by highest value. I can filter by price. I want to see a rig, that's under $1,500 that maybe has some haptics in it.
The filtering system. I love that.
Maybe triple monitors, right?
Bro.
Okay, so we don't have anything yet because obviously triple monitors is a little expensive. So if I raise it on here, $3,000, it's go to $5,000. We're not seeing some things come up right now, but racing types, like who races GT? So we have the filtering system into there right now. So, okay, I want to.
So wait a minute. Is there a cost to having any having your builds on this?
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free. Look at that.
Yeah, it's dope that you could just cruise around to see what other people are doing, which is just
This is like a social media.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
For sim rigs. Like,
what a setup.
This is
right?
This is
we take the guesswork out of this. Come on, guys.
It's cool. Like, if I want to comment on that, like, what mic are you using? I can say, and then he can respond back, right? So we're able to comment.
Oh,
reply.
it's real time.
I can see everything he's doing here. Like, okay, he's got his Logitech. He's got the complete kit here. Well, where can I buy it? I can go to I can go here, right? Boom, I'm done. So that's what we want to be able to do. Support people there is see kind of
wait a minute,
buy that.
Bro, this is crazy.
This is next level.
It's just cool.
Just breaking into sim racing.
Okay.
Yeah, just breaking into sim racing. If you look online, you see guys that are streaming. Like, more and more people are just streaming themselves. More and more people are content creators. have something like this where
PC overview,
you can just kind of see what everybody's using, but also you don't have to like message them like, hey, I saw you had your rig. What was that hanging off the side? That weird thing. Like they can go in and like actually show you a picture and list out everything and have a link to the stuff. This is crazy.
Well, not only that, I keep a spreadsheet myself. This is true. This true story about everything about my rig, because I need to know how many USBs I have available on my PC, you know, and where are they? You know, this is a tool that you can have visually and see, what am I missing? What if I'm missing something? It's easy for you to find what it is that you're looking for or missing. And you can see how it would be mounted, you know, for the specific part, right? Because you can go over to, I mean, we have a huge group on Facebook, the sim racing one, what is it? Sim setups.
Yeah, sim rig setups.
Sim rig setups. It's like 130 something thousand people in there. But then those are unique setups. They're not tailored to your search. This is a little different because you can find exactly what you're looking for, you know, in a click of a button, which is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Jason,
with links to buy too. Because sometimes I'll ask somebody, hey, can you send me the link to this product? Where did you get it? You know what I mean?
I got a dude at work. His kid is like right on the doorstep of getting into sim racing. Dad, I want to get into, you know, I love F1 25 like that. He's like, Dad, can you get me this? Can you get me this? What could I do to get this? And so he comes to me because he knows, you know, about the podcast, and he's like, hey, what can I get him for $1,000? What can I get him for $700? What can I get him for 3,000? And I'm like, that's a hard question to answer in conversation. This is like the answer. Hey, dude, come here. How much you want to spend? What's the kid looking to do? Boom. And these are like, he can look, oh yeah, the kid would love that.
And you show it to him like visually.
You know, like
you don't just tell him, oh yeah, gotcha.
And he can see it. Like, it's not me trying to tell him, well, he's going to have like this type of little, you know, rig and a 20 set. Like, he can see a picture of it.
Mm-hmm. See, the only problem with this thing that I'm noticing right now is that my build is not on there.
Yeah, he took the words. I'm like, I can't wait to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get I didn't hear.
That's the only problem that I'm seeing here. But I love what I'm seeing. I love the UI too. It's nice, clean.
Dude, and this is like the type of thing I was looking for. Like, you know, as you're waiting to go to bed and you just like cruising social media just to look at people's rigs. Like, oh, you know, what other people doing out there?
Yeah. What else can I spend my money on that I didn't even know?
Yeah, so true.
Another thing I have,
I needed.
So many takes on this because I can, let's say I run a 9800 X3D, right? For example. And I find that Sarah Nochi on screen here runs the same processor. If she has it listed in her, you know, in her description, I can message her and say, do you have this problem? Or, you know, how do you have some or whatever part connected? You know, it's kind of like it is a social media. It's like
that's
like you know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like tying things together. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's kind of
the beautiful thing.
Social media. It's a community for. I mean, there are communities for sim racing. Like, we're not trying to be like replace communities, whether it's Reddit or other forums that already exist. We wanted to partner with everybody, but think, hey, that's great, you know. But we wanted like, okay, the rig should be the center point of this, right? This is what we all do as we sim race, so we should have these rigs be the key part of it. And I wanted to be able to find someone exactly who I probably never been able to find before that has specifically, if I look at the top left, like name a random part that is kind of common, right? We'll search for it here and I can find it.
Asher Racing
Sim Magic
or SimiCube.
Okay, so Matt Malone, I type in Asher, Matt Malone comes up, and I'm guessing he has an Asher something.
I'll be the third guy.
There it is, the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's Acetec. Typed in Asher, so he came up somewhere. And it could have been the spelling. I spelled it wrong, but I could type it up right there, right?
Oh no, he's got it in his description.
He's got it in his description. Yeah. And right there, Asher Racing. We're working on being able to filter like by specific parts and just kind of build basically your whole sim like you would in the sim rig builder, and then find it here. But yeah, that's what we wanted to do, is connect people together and follow the favorite content creators like Sarah Noki or Matt Malone. Matt Malone, one of the biggest content streamers here in the U.S. We showed this to him, and he was like, "This is amazing, right? Like, why has no one done this earlier?" And he wanted to be all a part of this. So, he's got a pretty sweet setup too. He's all Acetec, obviously, is his big sponsor. But
not only that, this gives you a place to have, like a place visually to see, what you have and what you need. I mean, I love that. I absolutely love that.
So it's cool. And also just to see what people changing and tweaking their rigs and what they're adding. And that's cool.
Yeah,
it's
man,
a great idea.
It's amazing and scary at the same time, because there's no place that gives you the data, right? Like Jason mentioned, there are several groups. We're in one that's a great group. Guys post amazing rigs, but to find out anything about the rig, you have to ask, and you only get the question answered once you ask it. But with this, everybody kind of organizes it, but also the scary part is the potential. Like you're organizing chaos in a sense, because this isn't like, well, what phone do you have? There's only so many phones you can have, right? No matter if you're a billionaire or you work at McDonald's, you got an iPhone, I got an iPhone. Okay, it's the same phone. You might have a different color or something. It's very limited, but with sim rigs, it's so unique. Everybody's rig, even if you have the same seat, the same wheelbase, there's something you have that I don't have. You might have something that you made, that you built in your house. I don't know, but man, this is amazing and exciting, man, for real.
I think it's cool because you get to see, like, let's say you had one question for someone's rig, and then now with this, you can see the entire thing, and it might answer 4 or 5 different questions that you didn't have, that maybe realize, oh, okay, so he's running this and he's running that. And maybe you spot a part or a wheel, like Sarah is running an F64. I haven't used one of those. Now I know she runs one of them, and it's on it's current on her rig. I can ask her, or I can send her a message, or leave a comment, or search her video for a review or something. It might be there. I know she has it now. So it's kind of like that.
And I got one quick question about it. Is there a way to like filter and make it show like 50% total price that you've spent on it? Because if significant others find this site, we're done for, bro. We're in trouble.
We should have a setting on there just being like incognito or something. Kind of the same thing. I don't know why I chose incognito, but I think we all know why I chose incognito there. But yeah, a way to like making sure our wives don't see, or at least the DIY, how much stuff we put in and time we put into what we're doing. But yeah, that's hilarious. It's going. The price it'll update automatically too, right? Because there's pricing drops, pricing goes. It's not going to show you what you spent on it. It's going to show what the value is of that current rig right now. As people, I think it's going to be a showcasing, but also for people browsing, looking to buy, like you said, Jeff. Like people, it's a great tool to look for push people like, hey, I'm looking for a rig under $1,000. Is this even possible? Can I get a good rig? And you'll see quickly, yeah, actually I can. I can get a pretty sweet rig that I'm going to be very happy with.
Yeah, and the more people that start using this, the better it'll become. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah. So I had another question. So you kind of mentioned that this shows kind of like the current value of the rig, and I'm kind of curious, how do you guys go about like keeping up with like the updates to all the hardware? Because there's so much hardware out there now. It's more every day. I know you guys aren't just like, whatever the price is when we upload it, that's what it is forever. How are y'all wrangling that?
We that was kind of one of the harder questions and obstacles I had to tackle early on with Ready Set Sim, is the price updating, right? Because it's great when you upload it, but especially this past year with their current administration changing prices, it's been almost impossible. So we have a couple people that, including myself even, but I heard the people that are continually looking at the pricing and the changes. But with Fanatec, we saw this last few months, like it was like up 80%, then down 30%, then up. It was impossible. So our CTO Jack spent a lot of time working on the automatic price updates, and so we're working now with a lot of the manufacturers to feed our back-end side to make sure that we're going to be updated live. So a lot of the big guys will be updated daily to what they're not doing manually. We're pulling from what they're saying, and then a lot of the other guys, we're doing our best to kind of put a process into place. But I've talked to a few of the people in the industry who've tried doing something similar with not a Simric builder, but some price tracking, and it's all manual at the current moment, unless you're with the big guys. So I get emails sometimes from some of the OEMs who are like, Ian, like your pricing is off, and I'm like, I know, like you're on the list, we're getting there. But I think that's it's an obstacle that we've actually done some big improvements coming up here shortly to hopefully mitigate that.
Man, that's a huge task, man.
It's a lot of work. I can sense it.
Understatement right there.
It's a lot of work. Want to have a live coach available on demand? With Trophy AI, you'll be able to practice with Manso AI at your convenience. A real-time coach in your headphones to navigate and guide you through the track, helping you achieve race pace. This tool is awesome as it provides full brake, throttle, and steering telemetry on screen with the live review getting you ready for your next big race. Check links to Trophy AI in the description and also use Chicane12 in all caps for a 12% discount.
Ian, a question for you. I know a lot of our listeners, after listening to this, I hope are going to go in there and add their setup to this, to help the community out and just to browse what everybody else has got. What's it like? Can you talk to us about what it's like to build a setup in the builder on RSS?
Yeah. Well, we can walk through there right now, but our goal is to make it as simple and easy as possible, frictionless, and not to say that there's going to be a little bit of friction on it, especially as kind of our V1 version of this. But we wanted to make it so it's going to be pulling from as many products out there as possible. It's in our database, and we have a lot more to go. But it really should just be typing in what you own and building it. So I think, best way to go about this is probably have one of you guys. We can build it live here.
Challenge accepted. Who wants to go? Who wants to shoot? Who's going to take the plunge on this one? Because
Eric, you want to give it a go?
Eric should, because if I start building mine, we're going to be here all night.
We're going to be here all night. Yeah.
And I think mine costs the least probably, so this will probably be the most wife friendly.
It's wifey safe. It's wife certified. This is wife approved. This, and a lot of stuff is they gave it to me. That's a lot of it.
Yeah, man. So let me fire it up here. I'm gonna share the site here.
There you go. Oh, there's the promo.
Yeah.
No joke, guys. $5,000 on the line.
Go ahead and click on that. Open it in another tab. So
Ian, don't forget about me when you see my name, bro. I don't know how the draw works.
Yeah, man. I have the perfect spot for that rig. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. So I have been on here and I made a profile, but I haven't built a rig.
Just go to build now for now. We'll be by the time this goes live, we'll have more of MySim. On the left hand side, you see the MySim there.
All right.
And then top right, just post MySim.
Okay.
Look at that, easy. Okay. Yeah. So the wheel.
Yeah. So I like the UI because this is obviously like I'm on a laptop, but I could imagine being like on a tablet or a phone or something. This would be kind of finger friendly too. Mm-hmm. That's just something
touch friendly.
So yeah. So add wheel. Mine is going to be pretty simple. GT Neo for the win.
Oh,
dang,
yes, sir. All right. Wheelbase, how we get down over here.
My man, Sim Magic.
For the win. I got the Alpha at the top.
Which one though? Okay.
Yeah, I got the Alpha. Yep. And the Evos are down there too. But
I saw the Evos. That's right. You got the Alpha.
Yeah, I got the Alpha. The Evos, PlayStation.
We spoke about the Evos.
Well, also in PlayStation, the Sigma Cortex converter didn't support them yet. So
okay.
Yeah.
So hold what you got, bro. Hold what you got.
And hey, I like what I got.
It's a good one. I got it.
So I got the ASR. I think I have like the one. This was like early days, yeah. So man, everything I have was on here. So SimMagic pedals again. All right, and monitor stand. I will be kind of. I do have like an obscure monitor stand, so I might have to. Yeah. So you said there's a way to do like a custom,
like a DIY.
Yeah, at the bottom we have DIY. It's one spot. We also do at the top, I think, have an option for like, hey, missing a component, fill out this form, and we'll get it added ASAP for you too. So,
okay, cool.
Because we know that there are a lot of obscure, and there's a lot of things that again I'm still learning every day. Of like, it's not even obscure. I just feel like I live under a rock sometimes with all these new components. So.
Well, it just launched, man. I mean, it's not gonna have. You know how many peripherals out there? It's like.
Bro, that's why I said that's a tall task, man. Like
this is a big task, you know. But he's got the major hitters on there, though. He's got all the heavy hitters out there.
And my button box. Think about the
your seat. That's a seat. NRG.
NRG.
Okay, that'd be another one to add.
For that as well.
NRG on there, so we'll get that all added.
Okay.
Specifically for you, Eric.
Just for you, Eric.
I appreciate that. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. All right. That's cool. And no motion yet.
Don't forget to add your motion, Eric.
Yeah, I thought about it. But,
don't forget the D-box.
Yeah. I thought about the motion. I was like, motion, mortgage, the
motion mortgage, damn, bro.
It's been winning out every month. So I don't have a spreadsheet, but I do just have a list of the components of my rig, so I can actually.
Oh, it's cool. They let you talk about like a custom wooden cockpit and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's fair game. You could put like pillow, and you can put anything you want in there, and an estimated value to it, and we'll put that in there too for you.
That dude put a CVS notebook in there.
You should have.
You should have. Yeah.
You got to list the details. Yeah.
And how much it cost, Gary? How much?
It was not much, just $280.
I think you got to use the. There you go. There it is. Boom.
Okay, so can you add like a picture?
You got a
of it
picture.
Too? Yeah. Oh, that's dope. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and add in pictures.
Yeah, our goal is that these DIYs will be truly DIYs because we'll have all the components in there, and then you'll see like sweet like 3D printed mufflers or the wooden
it's like 3D printed stuff. That's
like my ignition box that I made.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yep.
I think
it's cool. I think it's a cool option, Ian, that you're allowing this, and then you also have, while you're waiting, you could. It's not like you don't put nothing. You put the stuff as a DIY until you guys can add it to the list of hardware that you have with the pictures, prices, and everything. So
yeah, man, that is dope. I didn't think about adding the picture. Y'all, I mean, like I said, y'all thinking about stuff, but that is cool because, like Jeff said, in this community, we're making so much stuff and having having something on your rig, I'm like, what the hell is that? That looks cool. And I go here, you got a picture of it, you got a name, this is how much it costs. Yeah.
And then you can put a link too, right? You could embed a link to it so they can know where to go and click on it.
And just sharing ideas, like people putting, if I put this and this together with this software
I think it's cool.
Then you can learn other people doing stuff.
Like if somebody asks me, what do you have on your rig? I just send them the link to MySim, and that's it. And that's and there you go. Go ahead and check it out.
Yep. Like here it is. Stop bothering me.
Monitors are going to be the most. That's like, I wonder how many monitors that exist out there. So that's going to be the one that's going to give us the biggest headache. But
bro, that's going to be brutal.
Yeah. So with monitors, they get discontinued, or they have many variations, right? So you have the Costco model. Then you have the
I got mine at Costco. They're not Costco models, but
they got a
bought from
Costco serialized freaking TVs, bro. Like they're
same for Best Buy, for Walmart. They'll just add an extra letter on the end of the model. And
yeah, honestly, might have to take a
product.
I don't know, man, because monitors. I mean, monitors subjective. There's always something better for monitors. They come out so often. You know, I mean,
you guys will figure something out. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah. And then once you kind of
in the hopper.
Yeah. And I got a couple more components.
Oh, you got
here.
the Tony Kanaan edition, bro? What?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was Tony.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he got a whole video. That was him explaining kind of the approach behind it.
This is what I'm talking about. Eric, how do you like that shaker? You know, I didn't even know you had it. We talked about it, but we have, you know.
No, we haven't gotten
an update
a proper sit down with Eric. We've been busy, man, with NIMCross. Now we got RSS, man. We got so many things happening here which I thought summertime would slow down, and it actually didn't. And
did not at all, bro.
Did not at all.
We've been rocking and rolling, man. But that's a good thing, though.
The only bad thing right now is something I'm going through is some withdrawals. Is the lack of an F1 race, man, for 2 weeks now.
2 weeks off.
I can't. I don't know why do they need 2 weeks off? Why?
Pre-summer break.
Why do they need 2 weeks off? They're millionaires.
Right.
Come on.
This is my favorite race of the year.
Oh, Spa, yeah.
Like, why?
By the time this airs, it'll be Spa week.
It'll be Spa week. Yep.
All right. So let's see, Eric.
Yeah. This is the last.
Okay, good.
Deal here.
See, Ian, this is why I told you, man. If I was to start doing mine, I don't want to know how long it took Michael from the sim racing then to put his in. I'm pretty sure it took a while to put that in there. But then it's cool, right? Because once you build it, then you just update it. You keep it up to date on what you got.
Yeah. Yep. Select any tags. Let's see. Let's say haptics. Oh, this is dope. PlayStation.
VR.
Yep. I forgot the PSVR too. The ultra wide monitor.
PC. Click on PC. You know.
Yep. PC.
Streaming.
You
could get into all. Dude, this could go on for.
And we'd love to have more feedback. What else would you guys like to see? Like that takes us 30 seconds to add, if that. So we want to see more
microphones for streaming, etc.
Oh yeah.
He's got haptics. Okay.
Yeah, you could do.
You kind of hit all of them.
A lot of people do streaming, so you could do streamer setup with your microphone that you're using, your camera setup.
Oh, Ian, you could put.
That'd be dope too.
No, he has it down there. GT and Formula. That's what I was gonna say. What about
got
flight?
Trucking for you, Jason.
You should add flight, man. Nah, not really.
Oh, that's a whole different thing, man. The flight, that'd be crazy.
Well, a lot of us use sim rigs for flight sim. I mean, I know I do.
I've started
pedals are rudders. I don't
dabble
care
in looking at it, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll think of something, Ian.
That's
I'll
another
hit you
rabbit
up,
hole.
man. Or guys, if you're, if you guys have any ideas, leave comments below. And
you could put the light setups. Well, you could do DIY.
Oh yeah, I got the.
Yo, check out my.
I forgot that.
Oh, he's got a picture up and everything. Damn.
Showing the clean haircut. I see you, man.
Hey, man, I gotta represent, man.
My man GQ, bro. I see you.
Yeah, man. I gotta represent.
What are you looking at out there?
I don't know. He's looking at something.
Hey, man. I'm just, just thinking about life.
Look at those pictures of the rig up there. The pictures are. We're working on like a cool formatted when people don't pick pictures up there, but I think the pictures are going to be kind of what really sets this thing apart.
100%.
Yeah.
Mike
I got to get pictures of my stuff.
2 weeks to get his pictures up because he obviously had to be the perfect picture, and he's a pretty good picture. But I think that's going to be. But we had to tell people like just everyone with their iPhones or even like their, their Androids too. Even they make some good pictures up there too.
You just had to say it. You just had to.
Hey, facts are facts.
I want to see all the pictures on there.
Ian, can you post any videos of your rig?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's something we're working on and looking at potentially as an extra benefit for certain
And I do have a question.
Membership benefits as well.
This is pretty in depth, yeah.
And I'm asking for a lot here because this thing just came out.
He wanted to get in. He put his Govey in.
Is there?
Hey man, I want to make sure it's all in there, man. This is my new. So this will be how I keep up what's on my rig. For real, man.
Love that. Yes, exactly. This is exactly. It's a visual, like it's a graphical interface for your rig. It's kind of cool. Is there plans for a mobile application for this?
Ooh,
I would love to do that. And
okay.
We need everybody listening to this podcast to go make a MySim. That's going to be make us one step closer to getting there.
Yeah, because I okay.
But
well, I mean, we this just launched last week. We're being a little, I guess I'm being a little. We're excited. I'm excited. I'm just excited because I'm like, man, we don't have this stuff. This is stuff that we don't have. Like we didn't have. Now we have it now. But
yeah, up until now, your only option has been post a picture on Facebook, or I have to make a whole YouTube channel. Or
you know how many times? So I helped Jeff
show my stuff,
build his rig, the V1 version of it.
Yeah.
You know how many times he asked me, "Can you send me the link to that?" And I was like, "Oh my god, bro, can you?"
Bro, I didn't know my ass from my elbow.
It's like, Jeff, I can't right now. He's like, "Well, I can't find it." Imagine having.
Bro, you want me to race or not?
I know. I'm like, dude, just look at my sim rig and find the part, and you'll find the link. There it is. So,
like, this is. I'm going to go to work tomorrow and bring this up and show it to my buddy and be like, "Hey, like, let's go. You can get your kid a rig by the weekend."
Yeah, man.
Well, let me tell you about something cool, I think, which is great for you guys and a lot of other people listening to this and within the Simdustry. And you said it earlier, Jason, like it'd be so great to have this. I'll push everybody here in my YouTube. I'm done typing out text. We're going to have it. I want to use this. And so what we wanted is really partner with the creators as well in the industry. And so we launched a Ready Set Sim creator program as well, where content creators and influencers within the sim racing industry can make their MySim profile and they can use their own affiliate links in there. So they can now earn using the MySim as well. So,
wow. So you're not taking away from them.
Channels, you push it there and they click on it. Right? It's your own now profile, a more structured, beautiful way to showcase your rig and earn from that as well. So we want to partner with anybody and everybody, and we have an application that is currently on our website. You'll see it on readysetsim.com, and then we have a creator program page for that. And I think we're just getting started with this. You'll have your own badge on there and a whole list of other benefits that we could get into a whole other podcast. But
for real, dude. I have so many ideas in my head. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
So I think our goal is to really partner with the community, get embedded with the community. I'm part of the community. Like I'm a sim racer too at the end of the day. And we also just wanted to make sure we can empower the big, small, and I
respect that, man. I respect that because you're not taking away from anyone. If anything, you're elevating their affiliates, in a sense.
I think that's super respectful. Like just on another level, like you're not here trying to facilitate or funnel people to your stuff, your stall, but like, hey, show off your rig. Community involvement. We're trying to build the sim racing community better and better place to for everybody to grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a platform already. It's basically what it is. It's a straight up platform. Like
you don't have to call me the next Mark Zuckerberg. I didn't ask for that.
Hey, that's that could be a good problem to have. I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
Sheesh.
I think that's amazing. I think it's we touched on new features coming to Ready Set Sim, but I would never guess that it was like this next level, man.
Bro,
this type of stuff.
Look, I gotta.
You're gonna have to take some pictures, Eric, to get.
Yeah. I'm like ready to build out.
You're gonna build this stuff out.
Like, as soon as we get done, I'm taking pictures. But I'm just thinking, like, I already kind of just doom scroll on TikTok. Now I'm gonna be on here just looking through rigs. This is a problem.
Dude, Eric, this is like, you took the words out of my mouth. This is like one of those things, like you're going to bed, it's like 9, you're like, oh, let's just look at some rigs real quick.
Bro.
11:45. You're like,
bro.
Or Etsy.
Enabling that.
If you go to Etsy and search for
Ian.
sim racing and
Time warp.
Just scrolling. That's us. That's going to be us probably tonight. We're going to be scrolling through this and see what everybody's running to see.
Scrolling and clicking.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool to share, who's on what team or who's a fan of, what certain brands. I think it's great. I think it unites everyone together is what I think. And the fact that, you're not taking away from the creators either. You're actually, elevating them. So ecstatic. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. It's great. Start using it. There's a $5,000 bonus that you could probably, you have the potential of winning, not probably, but potential of winning. So roundtable, guys. Oh, and by the way, we are still less than, how many days is it, Jeff? Jeff, you usually have the calendar.
I don't. I'm sorry.
It's easily less than 50 days from the Sim Gaming Expo.
Like what?
And guess who will be there?
It's like
RSS
9 weeks or so, maybe.
Will actually be attending this event, so you'll get to meet Ian, theoretically speaking, if you could find them. Let's see if we can find them together.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be running around. I'm gonna be hiding.
You're gonna be running around. You're gonna be. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah,
it'll be a good time.
Passing stuff out. Make your rig. I'm gonna be doing it.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. Well, roundtables. Jeff, Eric, do we have anything else before we let?
Nah, dude. Just once we close, I'll be making my rig.
Yep, same here, man. I'm ready to hop on here, and I guess
you'll see it shortly.
Take some pics.
Well, it's gonna be a long night for me. So, I mean, it's gonna be.
I can't wait to see Jason's rig in there.
Bro's got 2 shifters, one on each side.
Yeah, man.
Just for to put it out
Ski
there.
poles.
Oh yeah.
Ski poles.
Yeah. When the wife sees this. All right.
That's what I
mean. So, it's not like she doesn't see the rig though, It's right there.
She just doesn't see what
the dollar amount.
Yes, but listen, here's what you have to say, guys. One, a lot of it is exactly donations.
I found it on the curb.
Yeah.
Donations, and you bought it on sale Black Friday, and you've been building this thing for how many years? Because that's my excuse. It's been years.
And I 3D printed that monitor. Don't worry about it.
And I don't know why it costs so much. I think you could, last month it didn't cost this much. I don't know. It's just
the price has gone up. I mean,
and when I'm in here,
more popular.
You can watch what you want on the main TV, and you don't hear me complaining. Peace and quiet.
Yeah, if you want that extra monitor that's inside my sim rig build, just let me know. We'll figure something out. So
hey, that's where mine went to my wife. That's where my second was. She's like, I gotta build a website. I need a monitor. I saw you got a couple up there. I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. I'll get another one. Just don't look at the rest of the page.
Yeah.
Now I got about 3 more.
Or you could win the 5,000 and
hell
yeah, there you go.
3 more monitors, man. Get 3 of them.
Yeah, I like where you is.
2 on each side, 1 on above. Anyways, Ian, thank you so much. Dude. Hell yeah. Great seeing you, brother.
Can't wait to see
I love what you're doing
in person.
It is an absolute honor to be an RSS ambassador once again. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see where you go with this. It's a V1, guys. This is version 1. And look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the UI. I love the goals with this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love the end game stuff. And he's open for feedback, guys. If you guys, this is a community thing. If you guys have an idea, drop it in the comments below. If you don't want to make it public, then send us an email at thechicanepodcast@gmail.com. And we'll get that over to Ian to see if it makes sense, for the community. So anyways, guys, Ian, thanks again, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
Break late.
Yes,
there you go. We
wouldn't be a podcast without it.
It wouldn't be. You know, we said that in front of Nimcross.
I know, you baited me right into it. I took the bait.
You know how many times I rewatched that and laughed? You know, I was laughing.
As I was saying it, I was like,
because it was genuine. We actually got him off that. But anyways, guys, Ian, thanks again, brother. Keep doing the good thing. And with that, guys, have a great start of your week. Thank you.